Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Reebok Kamikaze 2. Now as you can see, it comes in this blue, white, and red Reebok box. I'll give you a quick look at the label here. It's listed as the Kamikaze 2 Mid. The pair I have here is a size 9.5 US. The colorway is Team Dark Royal and White, and these shoes have a retail price of $100 US. So I'll get these out of the box really quickly. The Reebok Kamikaze 2s have been a relatively popular retro release for Reebok. Some of the colorways, I would say most of the colorways actually have sold out at this point. This is one of the newer ones and one of the ones that I was personally waiting for just because I like the look of the royal blue and white. I think it really shows off the zigzag design on the side of the shoe, and I just really like that it has that kind of retro vibe about it. Now just to give you guys a little bit of backstory on this particular release, it came out originally, or the design I should say, of the Kamikaze 2 originally came out for the 1995-96 NBA season. I believe this was the Shawn Kemp signature, and I just like the look of this shoe, and it's cool to know that this shoe is 18 years old, or at least this design is 18 years old now. It's only 2 years younger than me, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. It doesn't seem, 1995 doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it actually is, and I just really like the look of this particular shoe. Now just to talk about some of the details as far as the colorway goes that you can't really see in the online photos, this is labeled as the Letter of Intent colorway, and there is backstory to that. You can look it up. I'm not really going to explain it in this video, but basically you have a Team Royal, Royal Blue I should say, nubuck kind of base for the shoe, and then you have these white overlays here in this textured kind of synthetic material over top. Now if you guys can see, the nubuck actually has this kind of inlaid kind of checkerboard pattern going throughout that I didn't even know was on the shoe until I actually got it in my hands and received it once I did order it online. And I have to say I really like that little detail on the shoe. It's very, very subtle, and depending on the lighting you will or won't see it, but I think that it's just one of those little hidden details that really makes this a much better release than I think a lot of people are giving it credit for, because this is one of the few colorways that really hasn't sold out, or didn't sell out at least in the first week or so. Now of course this overlay material has this kind of, I'm not even sure what you would call it. It almost looks like skin at first, but it's a synthetic material with this kind of strange texturing over top, and you can see that the design flows into the midsole as it is painted with that same kind of zigzag pattern found on the rest of the upper. As far as the tongue goes, you do have a mesh tongue in white, as you can see, a little pull tab here at the top of the tongue in white as well, with your embroidered Reebok logos there. Of course on the back you also find another pull tab along with another Reebok logo. The heel liner, as you guys can see, is a white mesh, as well as the insole, which is also white with your blue Reebok logo there on the inside. Moving on to the midsole, like I mentioned, you have a combination of royal blue and white with that kind of interchanging pattern that's painted on. It does look a little bit cheap, to be honest, but it kind of suits that old school vibe of this particular shoe, which to me doesn't really bother me, but to some people, yes, I could view this as a little bit cheap, and you can see that it doesn't line up perfectly in all spots, which is a bit of a shame, but to be expected with any kind of mass production style of product. As far as the outsole itself goes, you do have that exposed hexalite cushioning, which actually makes this a very, very comfortable shoe. I tried them on, and I was surprised at how well cushioned they actually are. And then you have this kind of old school, very 90s looking traction pattern here at the bottom. It's not herringbone, it's just very random. You got somewhat of a flex groove down here, and it's a combination of white and royal blue, again in colors. It's really the only two colors you're going to find on this particular shoe. And then of course you do have your Reebok logo here at the base of the forefoot. So that's pretty much it as far as the details of this shoe go. And to move on to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit and what they look like. Alright, here's a look at the Kamikaze 2's on feet while wearing a pair of shorts. And I have to say, I'm a really big fan of this particular colorway. You have the Game Royal base accented really well with the bright white on the upper as well as on the midsole, really showing off the zigzag design on this particular shoe. Plus you have that added detail with that checkerboard pattern kind of embedded into the nubuck on the upper. As far as comfort goes, they're actually very, very comfortable shoes. You can feel the hexalite cushioning in both the heel and forefoot. I'm not sure how it would fare in terms of performance for playing basketball, but just as an everyday wear type of shoe, they're very, very well cushioned. In terms of sizing, I'm wearing my usual size 9.5 US here, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. There's also a decent amount of width here, so there's really no reason to size up, and for the most part I would definitely recommend going true to size in this particular shoe. So that's pretty much it as far as what they look like on feet with a pair of shorts. We move on next to what they look like with a pair of pants. Alright, here's a look at the Kamikaze 2s on feet with a pair of pants, and again, I just think these look really good. They have a very unique design about them, and given that you get them in the right colorway, they go well with pretty much anything. I think that the blue colorway that I have here goes really well with a pair of blue jeans, but even like I said, if you wanted to wear them with shorts, even a pair of khakis, I think they would still look really, really good. So that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion of this video, and move on next to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Reebok Kamikaze 2s. Personally, I'm a really big fan of this particular design. I love the zigzag pattern on the upper, and I think the simple colorways are the ones that look best, where they only use 2 colors for the upper. Again, most of the colorways have been selling out, but I don't think this one did. So any of the available colorways that are still in stock and ready to ship, I will leave buy it now links to on the review page of my website, which you can find linked down below in the description. So be sure to go ahead and check that out if you are interested in picking up a pair of these for yourself. On that same review page, you're also going to find the high quality images of this exact pair here, just to give you a better idea as to how it actually does look in person. If you guys have any questions regarding this shoe, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. All of my social media information can be found down below in the description. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.